Hii si mara yangu ya kwanza ya tulikuja hapa na baba tukaluma pole kupoteza baba yake na pia Wanyande. Na mnajua ule kijana aliuliza swali ngumu sana Mudavadi, ndio ya baba iko tayari na iko imetambaa kila mahali.
Recruitment of the referee, recruitment of the chair of the Electoral Commission is not a boardroom activity. It's not a one-sided activity, and it's not a one-man's activity. Let us not prepare our country to anarchy. Kenya is a mature democracy. We are calling for a transparent, a consultative way of recruiting the chair of Electoral Commission. Electoral Commission is a very fundamental institution that midwives democracy. An election will be as free as it is managed by the referee. If the referee is seen as free, then that election is free. If the referee from the word go is seen as biased, then there is no election. We saw some information moving around the media suggesting that some people have already started the process of recruiting, replacing Chebukati. The leadership of this country must be put together. There are now two big coalitions in Kenya, KK, Kenya Kwanza, and us as Azimio. We as Azimio, we have our leadership. We have our leadership, national leadership. We have also our parliamentary leadership. The leadership of Azimio and leadership of Kenya Kwanza and all other small parties must sit together to agree on the referee, so that we are not preparing the country for anarchy. So we are telling those people who are in reign of power now, think about the country. And the preparation of anarchy might be prepared by sidelining others in terms of recruiting the chair of Electoral Commission. So open up. Let us open up, open dialogue. In fact, recruitment of chairman of Electoral Commission, in my view and my opinion, is like making a constitution. No one man or woman can make a constitution. It is for all of us. So I'm calling them that let us not prepare our country for anarchy. Open the recruitment of the Electoral Commission, involve all the leadership and the people of Kenya.
The fact that we want to underscore the need for this country to get back on track, because we have seen that the Kenya Kwanza administration is hell-bent on rolling back the clock of democracy and political freedoms. And we have seen the Kenya Kwanza administration under William Ruto trying to take the country back to the dark old days where power was concentrated in the hands of one person. A situation that we fought against for long and we succeeded in dismantling. So as leadership of Azimio in the National Assembly of the Republic of Kenya, we want to say that we are steadfast in ensuring that the Kenyan people's rights are not infringed upon in any way. We have also seen the young administration of Ruto and UDA and Kenya Kwanza still engaging in scapegoating, engaging in blame games, and engaging in diversionary propaganda. We want to tell them that the time for blame games is over. And indeed, the honeymoon is also over. It is time for them to get back on their feet and work for Kenya and work for the people of Kenya. There's no more room for excuses. They have gotten the reins of power in their hands. Let them now prove that they mean well for the country. Even though from where we sit, we don't think they mean well. But we shall keep them in check. That we have to say from this soil of Siaya and Nyanza. We shall keep them in check as Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition party. And no amount of blackmail will be tolerated. Those are the few words I want to leave you with before my colleagues can chip in. Thank you. Okay. The Iebc You've seen those adverts, those gazette notices by Ruto declaring vacancies or potential vacancies in the IBC. But remember, when we were at Safari Park some time back with my colleagues here, we did give out a warning to the current IBC chairman, Mr. Afula Chebukati, and the other two commissioners, Boya Molu and Professor Gulie, that since their term in office is expiring on the 17th of January 2023, they need to proceed on terminal leave 3 months to that date. That 3 months to that date started on the 17th of October, about 3 or so days ago. And yet we are told that Chebukati and his two fellow commissioners are still in office at Anniversary Towers. What possibly could they be doing at Anniversary Towers 3 months to their retirement? Yet they have got leave days which they have accumulated over the years. What mischief are they playing at Anniversary Towers? Why is it so difficult for Chebukati and his friends to go home? Yet the law and the procedure requires them to go home 3 months to their exit date. So we are still calling upon them one more time. Indeed, I would want to call it one last time. That Chebukati and your friends, Boya Molu and Professor Gulie, proceed on terminal leave without any further delay. And anything you are attempting to do at Anniversary Towers will come to haunt you. Will come to haunt you for sure. Yeah, because even after you have left, we shall come back to find out what exactly you are doing in office illegally, if I may term it so again. Okay? What is it that you want to do within these 2.5 months that you are unable to do within the last 6 years of your term? Let them proceed and go home. And if there's anybody in the administration of Kenya Kwanza who is misleading them that they will be protected, then they are in for a good shock. Let them go home even as the recruitment of the new commissioners plus the chairman commences. And as Honorable Bokosing has said, the recruitment of the chairperson of the IBC is such a serious exercise that must be conducted in a bipartisan manner. It cannot be left to William Ruto alone. Yes, it has to be done in a consultative manner. And as the Azimio la Umoja Coalition is a serious stakeholder in this country, we want to see the Right Honorable Raila Odinga being involved. The Right Honorable, His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka being involved. Okay? Honorable Gideon Moi being involved. And Honorable Martha Karua plus Uhuru Kenyatta being involved in this process. Otherwise, we shall take it that you are recruiting the chairman of the IBC for yourself, which you know has got serious and indeed catastrophic implications. Thank you.
Of course, Kenyans didn't expect much from this new regime, but they didn't expect it will be this worse. We need to thank the Right Honorable Raila Odinga and his friends who came up with the new constitution. You can imagine if we had such a regime with the old constitution, roadside declaration, powers just emanating from one corner, judiciary being controlled from one corner, police officers, they can disband any unit and create another one. Parliament can be a phone call away. You can imagine if it was in the old constitution, which country will be having. This is why people like Raila Odinga should be celebrated, because they are the people who have ensured that whoever comes to power, however dictatorial that person is, at least he will find the Waterloo in the constitution. His Waterloo will always be in the constitution. That eventually, after all these circus, he will find that this constitution protected the people of Kenya. That there is somewhere, there is a clause that will clamp him. And people know that the Constitution of 2010 has protected our rights. The rights of the members of parliament, the rights of the judiciary, the independence, and the right to picket, the right to demonstrate, the right of public participation. These are the gains that have protected us from possible tyrannical leadership. And that's why here we are just celebrating the works and the deeds
of people who fought for new constitution so that it protects Kenyans from possible dictators, not now or even in future. Thank you very much.
Acting as our leader, so that we could also take a tour with you to this region. For our members of the media, thank you also for coming. I wanted to just say that the team that you can see in front of you, led by our leader, was part of the team that has been involved in the last week or so in vetting the cabinet secretaries that have been proposed by the Kenya Kwanza administration. And so we took a bit of time off to rush to this region because we've lost two gallant soldiers of this coalition. One who is the father of the honorable member for Mutembei town, Honorable Peter Kaluma, and also Professor Peter Wanyande. So we also lost his wife. So he decided to come and also, pay our condolences to the family, and also, it's important. It's also part of our culture. So we are here for a very short time because we still have to go and finish the exercise. But I just wanted to make an observation that, I would have wanted to have gone back to my own home county, Machakos, or the region, but we had the Kenya Kwanza leadership has gone to that side, so we decided with Kalonzo, we give them space to go and talk to the hustlers on that side, so that we can also come and meet our people on this side. But what we have noted is that, the last election was such a big con. If there is anyone who played a con on Kenyans, it is the leadership of Kenya Kwanza. Everything they promised to the Kenyans during campaigns, they have already started turning around. Because they told the hustlers that they will give them money freely through a hustler fund. Already suddenly we realized that there is interest going to be charged to it. They said that they will form a government that will be made up of Mama Mboga, Boda Boda. Let me tell you the things we have seen. The tycoons that are going to be given opportunity to run this country is shocking. We are still wondering, when are the Mama Mbogas, Boda Bodas, peasant farmers going to be recruited and considered in this government? So Kenyans, don't worry, you are conned, but we are here to defend you. And for the next 5 years, we will defend you and make sure that this government, we shall hold it to account, so that those people that they were cheating, that they would be representing, we are the ones that will represent them all the way from now up to 2027. And I'm certain that even before 2027, this government will have crumbled.
Thank you. Now, there's something that